You are about to discover the $2 secret that the big box hardware stores desperately want to keep hidden. Every spring, millions of Americans stare at their gray, cracked, weathered outdoor decks and think the wood is completely dead. Contractors will eagerly quote you $2,000 to rip it up and replace it, while home improvement stores push $50 gallons of toxic chemical stains that sit on the surface and peel off by next winter. But that gray wood is not dead, it is just severely dehydrated. The sun and rain have stripped away the natural resins, leaving the fibers starving. Instead of feeding the corporate machine, you can revive that wood in 10 minutes using a forgotten pre-Depression-era formula. You just need 3 cheap ingredients mixed in a simple glass jar. The outdoor recipe requires equal parts of boiled linseed oil, real 100% pine turpentine, and cheap white distilled vinegar. The boiled linseed oil does the heavy lifting by penetrating deep into the starved fibers and polymerizing to seal the wood from the inside out. The real pine turpentine acts as a carrying agent, thinning the oil so it reaches deep into the grain while adding natural antifungal protection. The white vinegar provides the acetic acid necessary to eat away the gray oxidation and dirt, opening the pores of the wood so the oil can rush in. You just pour equal parts of all 3 into a glass jar, shake it vigorously, and wipe it onto the gray wood with an old cotton rag. The transformation happens right before your eyes. The gray melts away, the original rich grain pops back to life, and the board looks like it just rolled out of the lumber mill. You let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you must wipe off the excess. If you leave puddles on the surface, it will turn into a sticky mess that traps dirt. For the absolute best results, set your glass jar in a bowl of hot water for 10 minutes before applying it. Warm oil flows effortlessly deep into the microscopic cracks of heavily weathered timber. One crucial safety warning for this project is that rags soaked in linseed oil can spontaneously combust as they dry and generate heat. You must lay your used rags completely flat outside on the concrete until they are stiff and fully dry before throwing them in the trash. While that outdoor recipe is a miracle for fences and decks, you must never use it on your indoor wooden furniture. The vinegar and linseed oil combination will turn into a dark, gummy nightmare on finished dining tables or interior floors. For inside the house, you need a different $5 formula that is completely food safe and produces a museum-quality finish without the toxic fumes of commercial varnishes. You just gently melt equal parts of natural beeswax and pure tung oil, adding just a splash of turpentine to make it a spreadable paste. Tung oil has been used for centuries because it cures into a hard, flexible, waterproof barrier, while the beeswax provides a warm, rich, hand-rubbed glow that no modern aerosol spray can replicate. You simply massage the paste into the wood, wait 10 minutes, and buff it out with a clean cloth. The friction from your buffing remelts the wax just enough to drive it permanently into the grain. Your furniture does not care about flashy brand names or expensive contractor fees. It only cares if it is being fed the right raw materials. By using these 2 simple, low-cost recipes, you are stepping outside the consumer trap, preserving your property, and keeping your cash right where it belongs.